Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to show you the old Patreon cover of the month right here. I decided to go with a Spawn #1 homage. Sorry about the glare on that. Trying to protect it from my phalanges. It's basically like most of my work. It's pencil. I scan it and go straight to Photoshop with it. Yeah, got after the Todd father there. But yeah, just want to give you a little preview of it, and I'll go ahead and try to record a little bit of video stuff on my coloring process here in a bit as well. So yeah, that's the original to it, and off to colors. Alright, so basically, yeah, here's after the scan. So just my scan line art there. I 99% of the time will send my line art to Dutch's Dynamic Illustration. You might know him online from a lot of his own art. He actually supplies flats for pretty much most of, if you guys have any of the books by like Hi-Fi Design, they do a lot of DC work, Harley Quinn, things like that. You probably own a ton of his work and don't even know it. So anyways, yeah, I send him the line art, and he usually sends me back a file like this. Very nice, very nice. What I really appreciate about Carl Dutch is that he's much faster at this than me, so it saves me, about 2 to 3 hours of flattening. I'm just very slow at it. I'm very fast with renders, but the actual act of selecting the areas and all that is not my forte. So anyways, yeah, so here's what Dutch sent me. I do always go in and do some edits on tones, values. Sometimes I want things darker. My lines aren't all, I get it, my lines aren't always legible. Like, he probably didn't know what the heck I was doing in here, so just kind of thought, he kind of does what he thinks I might be doing, and he's usually right, but there are some changes I made in here for the selectable areas before I actually go to renders and that. So that's what Dutch sent me. That's what I ended up with after I did my own little edits on just creating some different selectable areas underneath the cape. In this area, I kind of separated this area here to be selectable versus the entire, he made this area here, and then this entire piece here was one piece, and I had asked him to kind of chunk it out the best he could of the way that I had illustrated it. But yeah, no, he did an excellent job there. I just kind of noodled it to death in here and did some tone changes. So basically what I will do from this point is I'll probably come in, create multiply layer, and start. I tend to work from lighting. So when I'm doing like Copic drawing, sketch covers, and things like that, I'll tend to come in and work the lighter colors, and then come in with shadows and so forth, and use white as my background. And with the digital stuff, I kind of work the other way around. I'll go with the darkest tint, shade, color, whatever. I will usually just bucket that in. So like this is going to be like a very dark purple. Same with this, that'll be a darker purple. Yeah, and so forth, and maybe not even a barely visible red back here. And then this sort of a color is what I actually like to work with, light versus dark. So yeah, the hand-drawn stuff, I shade it. Digital stuff, I apply lighting, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so later on I'll go ahead and record another video of some of my layer process and that, kind of explain a little bit of it, so you guys kind of get a little bit of a insight to how I approach my coloring as well. And I do it my way. It's not that I'm doing it correctly. There's a 1,000,001 ways to do anything in Photoshop, and I probably do not do it the correct way. or at least what a seasoned professional would do in comics, but my end result I'm generally happy with. So I guess that's all that matters. But yeah, Dutch, Shelb, and ready to go.